The cosmos has always been a big part of Marvel Comics, featuring metaphysical entities like Galactus and Eternity, heroes like the Guardians of the Galaxy and Silver Surfer, elder beings like the Grand Master and Ego, and whole alien civilizations like the Kree and Skrulls. Marvel's cosmos is alive with a long and storied history. I wanted to see how Cosmic Marvel came to be, so to do that I started at the beginning. Welcome to my Cosmic Marvel Retrospective, where I look back through the whole history of Cosmic Marvel to see how it all came together. Side note, I'm going to be focusing on the cosmos specifically, so things like the multiverse, time travel, and alternate dimensions like Asgard are outside the scope of this retrospective. With that out of the way, let's get started. Before there was any real sense of Cosmic Marvel as we might have today, there were just space stories told in other comics. Technically, the first Marvel story, Fantastic Four #1, is a space story, as the titular Fantastic Four get their powers from cosmic rays, but that doesn't seem like it counts. What definitely counts, though, is, of all things, the very next issue, Fantastic Four #2. This issue introduces the Skrulls, a shape-shifting alien race that wants to take over the Earth. The Fantastic Four are their only threat, so they try to turn the world against the FF to destroy them. It doesn't work, as Mr. Fantastic hypnotizes the advanced team into turning into cows, scaring the rest of the fleet into leaving. I love how it was just issue 2, and there are already alien shapeshifters. These are Marvel's second supervillains. Journey into Mystery number 83 introduces some new aliens, the Stone Men from Saturn. They're basically just big rock people, and get beaten pretty easily by Thor. You may be wondering how Journey into Mystery is already at issue 83 when Fantastic Four #1 is the start of the Marvel Universe, but that's because Journey into Mystery was a horror/fantasy anthology series, and issue 83 is its first entry into the Marvel Universe. This is Thor's debut issue. The next space issue is Fantastic Four #7. Actually, the rest of the early space issues are in Fantastic Four. This time, an alien robot from Planet X comes to Earth and turns the world against the Fantastic Four. We're 2 for 2 on that front. In this case, though, the robot takes the FF back to Planet X so they can save them from an asteroid, which they do. While Planet X itself isn't notable, this is the first time Marvel leaves the solar system for another planet, which is notable. Yeah, they've already done time travel by this point, but it's still cool. Issue 11 debuts the Impossible Man, who can change his body into anything he wants and promptly starts terrorizing Earth for fun. He's also a petulant child and literally too powerful to stop, so the FF get him to leave by having everybody simply ignore him. His default form is also green, just like the Skrulls, so we're 2 for 3 on our aliens being shapeshifters and also green. Issue 13 is notable for debuting the Watcher, one of Marvel's longest-lasting cosmic characters. His job is to simply watch events as they unfold. That's why in his debut issue, he traps the FF on the moon with some superpowered communists to make them fight for the fate of the Earth instead of devolving into war. Granted, both super teams are already on the moon, but still, it's your first issue, Watcher, and you're already breaking your oath. He's also insanely powerful, like the Impossible Man, doing stuff like conjurations and levitations and teleportations with ease. Issue 18 features the debut of the Super Skrull, and the return of the Skrulls in general, making them the first cosmic character to reappear and setting the Skrulls on the path to be one of Marvel's most prominent alien races. The Super Skrull has all the powers of the Fantastic Four and is out to stop them in the way the normal Skrulls couldn't. He gets trapped in a volcano. Issue 20 isn't a cosmic issue per se, but is notable for being the first return of the Watcher. Also, a comet crashes to Earth and Mr. Fantastic is like, we can finally prove that life exists in space! Like they haven't already met 4 alien races, one of which is in the issue with them? Dummy. The Watcher, though, gets popular enough for him to get his own backup feature in Tales of Suspense, where he just narrates random stories. That technically makes this Marvel's first dedicated cosmic series, which is something. Issue 24 features another new overpowered alien, this one a baby that the FF call the Infant Terrible. Then their parents show up and take them home. Nice. I like how we're 7 issues into Marvel Cosmic and we've got 6 different alien races. Sure, some of them are similar, like the Skrulls and the Impossible Man, or the Watcher and the Infant Terrible being incredibly powerful, or the Impossible Man and the Infant Terrible both being juvenile, but they have their differences too. The Skrulls are a full functioning society with their own rulers and agendas, the people of Planet X aren't even hostile, and the Watcher simply, watches. It's a cool sneak peek at how diverse Marvel's cosmos will become. The next two cosmic issues both feature the Skrulls, with issue 32 seeing the Skrull Emperor shoot a freaking laser beam from space just to free the Super Skrull from the volcano. The Super Skrull then abducts the Invisible Woman's dad, so the FF do a prisoner exchange and send the Super Skrull back to the quote-unquote unpronounceable Skrull homeworld in exchange for the dad. Unfortunately, he has a bomb attached to him and explodes. So 5 issues later in issue 37, not the next issue like it would be nowadays, the FF head to the Skrull homeworld to take revenge, leaving the solar system under their own power for the first time. They get in a fight with the warlord who killed their dad, then the king shows up and kills the warlord because he's a traitor. The king lets the FF leave for exposing the traitor, although he and the rest of the Skrulls still don't really like them. After that, starting in 1965, Marvel's other comics begin to go cosmic. The Avengers encounter the Colusians in Avengers number 14, who kidnap some doctors so we can give them medical aid while they hide from the bad aliens. Then they leave. It's not much, but it is Cosmic Marvel branching out. X-Men number 11 features a nigh-omnipotent stranger who is here to abduct Magneto. For some reason, he wants to study mutations or something, it's not really thought of on. While the aliens are there, they're definitely not as well integrated as they are in Fantastic Four, where their plots are better and their alienness serves more of a purpose. Strange Tales number 138 introduces Eternity, a character who will become very important to Marvel's cosmology. Here though, he is just presented as the embodiment of a universe, not necessarily ours, then tells Doctor Strange that he isn't going to help. Thanks, dude. Now, the main cosmic book is still Fantastic Four, as exemplified by Fantastic Four numbers 48 through 50. These 3 issues introduce Silver Surfer and his master, Galactus the Planet Eater. Galactus drains planets of their energy to survive, and Earth is his next stop. Nothing the FF do can stop him or Silver Surfer, and they can barely slow them down. The kindness of the human race does turn Silver Surfer against Galactus, but the FF only prevent Earth from being destroyed because the Watcher sends the Human Torch to the ends of the universe to get an all-powerful weapon called the Ultimate Nullifier. Galactus decides that Earth isn't worth the effort and just leaves, not defeated at all, and not before trapping Silver Surfer on Earth as punishment. These issues feel totally different from the previous cosmic issues. Instead of being fun one-off adventures, these have a sense of weight and scale to them that the others don't. Even though Galactus and the Impossible Man are fundamentally beaten the same way, being made to realize that they can't get what they want on Earth so they have to leave to go somewhere else, they feel different. Impossible Man was a, haha, what a clever solution, while Galactus was a, we barely survived by the skin of our teeth and he could be back anytime. This Galactus arc transforms Cosmic Marvel, leaving a massive impact that essentially splits Marvel's spaceways in half. On the one hand, you have the normal aliens like the Skrulls that lend themselves to more grounded stories, while on the other you have nigh-omnipotent beings like Galactus that operate on a whole other level than Marvel's usual cast. He and Silver Surfer would also stick around a lot more than Marvel's other cosmic characters, but that's a story for another time. The origins of Marvel's cosmic space are fascinating in just how innocuous and humble they start. They're the same as any other one-off villain for the Fantastic Four, nothing terribly special even if slightly more powerful. But as more and more races are introduced, the mainstays start to click into place, and the alien races and gods of reality start to get taken a bit more seriously. Join me in the future for Part 2, where Silver Surfer cements himself as one of Marvel's mainstays while the rest of the universe follows in Galactus' precedent of power. Thanks for watching.